So you want to mess with my live because you're about to be exposed? So thank you for messing with my connection. Thank you for playing with my devices. And thank you. I'm going to just say this again. You incriminate yourself. The moment I mention you and you fuck with my phone, you're letting everybody know that I'm telling you the truth. Because 1, 2, 3. Because if I wasn't telling the truth, why would you be trying to stop me from giving this message? So I tapped into my energy and it says the next door neighbor wanted to come up. They siphoned untamed energy and now they cannot handle the power backlash. The one trick pony ran out of tricks and now they are sick. They are on borrowed time. They sick. They are on borrowed time. They're learning karmic lessons. And they're getting an undesired outcome. They wanted to come up, but they're getting an undesired outcome. They siphon untamed energy. Now they can't handle the backlash, and they tangled up in a situation. I didn't finish plucking. Is the confirmations: birds chirping, dogs barking, sirens, cars, alarms, numbers, commercials, ads. I get confirmations. This person is going to need medical assistance. They're on borrowed time. And then I plucked the card from here, and it's saying that the King of Pentacles. So there's somebody that's Earth sign, and it says a young man, a son, or a father. So this is the next door neighbor. That's a young man. They're son, and they're somebody's son, and their father. Both of my next door neighbors are fathers. Both of my next door neighbors are sons of a mother. So we're about to tap in to see which their next door neighbor. We're gonna pick up my pendulum and we're gonna see which next door neighbor it is. If it's the next door neighbor on the left of me, or if it's the next door neighbor on the right of me. And then we're gonna tap into some more energy on this next door neighbor. Since they want to be all up in my energy, that's the nervousness that I've been feeling. Somebody's been in my energy all day today, nervous. My pits have been sweating. They still sweating. Profusely. That's why I got a long sleeve shirt on. To absorb the sweat pits. The sweat coming out of my pits because somebody's in my energy. Somebody's talking about me, but they're not talking about me bad. My right ear is ringing. Somebody wants me to expose this next door neighbor. I just heard, I want you to expose them. Somebody wants me to expose this next door neighbor. So let's expose this next door neighbor. Angel, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light attribute only. Is this a next door neighbor in my past homework community? So just to make sure, let's just make sure that this is not a past. We're going to find out this is past or present. Is this a next door neighbor from the past? The pendulum spirit is saying no. Is this a next door neighbor in my current home community? Yes, this is a neighbor in my current home work community. The next door neighbor. Is it the next door neighbor that lives on the left side of me? This is saying no. So the person's mouth that I heard today, this is not the neighbor that wanted to come up. Is it the next door neighbor that lives to the right of me? Is the next door neighbor that lives to the right of me? The next door neighbor that lives right here. I'm literally sitting next to the neighbor that wanted to come up. You know how I know is this next door neighbor? Because they in the music industry, or they want to get into the music industry. He wants to be a musician. So he's trying to get a come up off of me and my energy. And because they're not black, they're Haitian, something. They into that voodoo. They come from a nationality that does voodoo. So my next door neighbor knows about the voodoo. because their nationality, their origin are from a background of people who do voodoo. Where they come from are people who do voodoo. Honduran or something like that. They speak Spanish. They understand Spanish. So they're like a dark, I think they're Honduran or something. Whatever other nationality that speaks Spanish, that's like dark skin. I forget. I know it's Honduran, Cuban. They're not Cuban. I think they're Honduran. Or some shit like that. So this is the next door neighbor that's right here that I'm literally sitting next to them. I'm sitting next to the next. My table is right next to them. So they hear me. This is why every time I come to the table, I'm nervous because it's that son. It's the son that hasn't lived there in a long time that all of a sudden he's back living with his mama. I'm exposing all of y'all. I don't give a fuck. I'm really not scared of none of y'all bitches. Because y'all really think that y'all gonna get to come up on my back. And I know he's right there and I know he's listening. I know he's there. So this bitch ass family that live right next to me think they're gonna continue to cloak in my energy. And I'm gonna continue exposing. That bitch his mother is trying to cloak in my energy. She not cloaking no more. You can't cloak yourself no more. I just heard Benjamin. I don't know what that fucking name got to resonate with, but somebody's name is Benjamin. I don't know where that name came from. I just heard Benjamin in my head. First or last name. That could be their last name. Not for sale. They were trying to sell me. Sell my energy. Somebody was trying to sell me. They got no goals. They were trying to sell my soul. Undesired outcome. No goals. They're a bunch of puppets that are tangled up in a situation they can't get out of. They cold-hearted, and they were trying to blind me. You can't blind me, bitch. Not no more. I knew there was something up with this. I knew there was something up with her. I just couldn't put my finger on it until I watched the video that said that people could put your energy in objects or try to hold your energy in objects. And when I came across a video that said people be trying to hold your energy in objects, it made me look at her door. And it made me realize that that little present that she got on her door that I created with my hands, she's trying to cloak herself in my energy. Because the last time that me and my neighbor, both neighbors next to me, were cool was the day that we decorated the hallway for Christmas about 5 years ago. So if she thinks, or they think that I don't know what they're doing, I know exactly what you're doing. And I'm going to make sure that everybody in this fucking block knows that the bitch that lives next door to me, she's sick, she walks with a limp, and she's a part of the LGBTQ community. She's a mother figure in masculine energy because she is a butch. This is all the energy that has been coming out in the reading. And I was trying to figure it out, but it didn't figure it out until maybe a few months ago. And that day that she knocked on my door, when I was fucking in my kitchen doing something, that she was disturbed by the banging, and the way she said, okay, like if she was going to do something to me, gave me even more like, oh yeah, what you going to do? So she can no longer hide. Her son can no longer hide. And what's crazy is confirmation with the sirens. You can't hide no more. 1111 as I looked up. I really want to blast her fucking stupid ass name. But we're not even going to go there. Father related? Their father related? They were doing something with their father related or somebody's father related? A know-it-all energy? They being devoured? They took an oath to do this? I just heard Eastern Star. The mother is an Eastern Star? Former cop? Former work? They used to work in the police? They used to work in the judicial system? That's the mother that used to work in the judicial system. The rats is running. Confirmation sirens. It literally says I'm going to get confirmation signs right here. It says I'm going to get confirmation signs with the birds chirping, dogs barking, sirens, cars. Somebody's messing with commercial ads. So this literally coming out with I'm going to get confirmation signs to the truth in this video is already happening. The signs, the sirens. My next door neighbor right here. Next to me here. She didn't want nobody to know that she was a part of it. Well, not everybody knows that she's a part of it. I'm going to make sure everybody fucking knows. Because I be coming after my other neighbor. I be coming for them. Hard. Because they just rowdy ass people. They troublemakers, the other ones. But this one over here, she was throwing stones and hiding her hand. She was throwing shade and hiding it. Fronting like if she's a good person and she's not a good person. Currently happening now. Exactly. The energy don't lie. This is currently happening now. I'm exposing them now. Yes, I am. Pay for play. They paying people to play along? Is my next door neighbor the one paying people? Past lifetime? In the past? Is she the one that paid people to harass me? A kid ran away in the process. Somebody's kid ran away. Whose kid ran away? Somebody has a speech impediment and slurs and mumbles. This is somebody that has a speech impediment and slurs and mumbles. You can't hide. Look at that. The next door, this literally coming up on the next door neighbor. Next door neighbor wanted to come up. Karmic lessons, you can't hide. Her son wanted to come up off of me. And she was trying to help her son get a come up off of me. They were doing too much. Materialistic. What I said. Doing too much. Siphon untamed energy. Now they can't handle the backlash. The one trick pony ran out of tricks and now they're sick because they did this for money. I'm seeing 11 and 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Their mind is blown. They on borrowed time. They're getting an undesired outcome. Yes, they are. Unmasculine feminine energy. People are getting a second opinion because they had no goals in their puppets. They were all up in my business being nosy. This is also people from my past work community trying to blind me. They in the shadows. Oh, we got everybody coming out. They were doing moon magic. Trying to attack my crown chakra. Trying to do some mental manipulation. The Brady Bunch gang and combined family. This could be the next door neighbor, current energy, and this could be somebody from my past work home community that knows my next door neighbor. The Brady Bunch gang and a combined family. Something's happening now to them. They're unable to escape this karma. They're dealing with unhealed trauma. The mother side of the family. What I said. Confirmation belch. have my pendulum so that we're not making accusations. Because, you know, we got to follow YouTube rules. This is all for entertainment only, on purposes only, collective. This is allegedly. Make sure I protect myself. Collective. Spirits, angels, ancestors of the divine white light community. Let's ask again. Is this the next door neighbor that lives to the left side of me? No. Is this the next door neighbor that lives to the right side of me? Yes. Is this a next door neighbor from my past home community? No. Is this the next door neighbor in my current home community? Yes. I want to make sure I do that again. This next door neighbor, father related, is it their father? Yep. Is it the mother's father? No, it's the son's father. So it's her son's father. Her baby daddy. They're the karmic couple. Ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend. The next door neighbor. The next door neighbor and her baby daddy, which is her ex-boyfriend, and her karmic son. Or her karmic son and his baby mama. They're the karmic couple. The next door neighbor that wants to be a musician and get into the music industry, and his karmic ass baby mama and his karmic ass LGBTQ mother and father, aunt, karmic friend. Is it the next door neighbor's baby mama? Yup. I know what she looked like. She used to live there. Every time I used to come out of my apartment and she used to come out of her apartment, she used to follow me. Now that I know that, and now that I'm realizing that, every time I walked out of my apartment, I would see his baby moms. And she would look at me. So his baby mom thought I was sleeping with him? Bitch, please. Nobody want none of y'all dirty dick ass motherfuckers from this block. These bitches be thinking too highly of themselves, that they be thinking that their boyfriends or their baby daddy looking good. None of these bitches over here I am attracted to. They ugly to me. And I mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart. I do not find not one nigga over here attractive. The only person, I'm going to say this, and I say it again, I don't give a fuck. The only person that's attracted to me that I've ever seen in this block is my fucking mailman. Y'all do not look like the mailman. I would never fuck y'all. So I don't know why his stupid dumbass baby mama think that I wanted any piece of her dirty dick ass baby daddy. I don't sleep with my neighbors. I don't fuck people from my block. So let's see whose mother side of the family. Is this the next door neighbor's mother side of the family, or the baby mama's mother side of the family? Is this the baby mama's mother side of the family that's involved? No. It's the mother next door, and her family. This is their mother, his mother side of the family. Let me put this here. We're done. We're going to get to the nitty gritty. We're going to go into detail and expose you. Because do you not understand? I don't think you understand. When I fucking tell you, I'm not fucking playing with y'all no more. I just felt like I had to scream a little bit there so they can understand, so they can feel me. I want you to feel me. gonna bang and kick the shit out of this fucking wall. You have no idea, collective. You got no idea. How I just want to be fucking petty and go, well, I did it anyway. Bitch, you can't hide no more. Next door neighbor that lives to the right side of me with a big ass gold bowl and a present on her fucking door and a camera that she decided to put up because the upstairs neighbor that harasses me recommended her to do it. To get one. To watch me. And then the downstairs neighbor, whichever one it is, the kid, she's associated with the kid that his aunt passed away, and she's probably the reason why his fucking aunt passed away in the first place. Confirmation with the sirens. Does my next door neighbor do black magic and voodoo and brujeria on people? Does the mother do black magic and yes, she does. Am I the only one that she has done this to? No. I am not the only one that she has done black magic and voodoo and brujeria on in this building. She's getting exposed, and she's getting exposed today. Fuck this bitch that lives next to me. She is not friendly. She is a fake bitch, and she does voodoo and brujeria on people. And she was trying to help her son get a come up in the music industry by sacrificing me. Because you know how they do in the music industry. They like to sacrifice people to get a come up. So this bitch thought that she was going to sacrifice me for her son. You won't be sacrificing anything, bitch. That's why you in your apartment, you sick, and you need a fucking home attendant to take care of your ass, because all this black magic that you're doing got you fucking sick. That your son had to come back and live with you. This thing is swinging, yeah. Moved back with his mama because he broke up with his baby mama. Yep, still swinging, yeah. And now you want to still continue to fucking attack me? Thinking that you're going to get it. You ain't never going to make it in the music industry, bitch. Ever. Wow, look. Fights, arguments, death. Business related. Wow. Fights, arguments, and death. Business related. Moving quickly. Organization. Communication. Wow, look at that. Tears and agony. My next door neighbor, we're going to say it again. My next door neighbor that lives to the right side of me, that still has a Christmas decoration on her door, because that is the last time that she was in my energy. That's why she still has it on the door, because she's trying to cloak herself in my energy. She's trying to hide in my energy. You can no longer hide in my energy. No more, bitch. I hope you hear me, because I'm right next to you. I hope you hear the words that are coming out of my fucking mouth. You should be embarrassed with your dirty ass. When I tell you they're nervous, they're nervous. Collective, I'm done exposing this bitch ass that lives next to me, her and her fucking son. My neighbors are dumb. Both of them. And what's crazy is, this bitch got a daughter. She got a granddaughter. He has a child. Why would you do the dumb shit that you're doing? Do you not give a fuck about your daughter? Do you not care about your granddaughter? Do you not care? You must not give a fuck about your fucking family. You don't care about them. You just cursed your daughter and you just cursed your granddaughter. You just cursed her. And everybody in your family. And we're not talking about the adults, because the adults is probably the one that's participating. We're talking about all these children that are innocent. You just have cursed their life. You cursed them. I'm so agitated, and not because of them. I'm agitated to the point, the matter of that the fuck that they got kids. That's what bothers me. They have kids. There's kids involved in it. There's kids. God damn it, there's kids. And they don't care about these kids. They don't care about them. They don't care about them. Look at that. The action against, it says the action against you will have them in great regret. They're going to be in great regret for fucking coming for me. You just cursed your whole family. You cursed all the innocent people. Anybody that's pregnant in your family, that baby in that belly, you cursed them. You just cursed them to sickness, to poverty, to struggle. You cursed them. You did that. You. They thought they had the master key to break in. Yeah, they broke into my apartment, all right? They can't avoid the truth. You can't, because it's coming out. There's too much coincidence, too much synchronicity for you to deny. You can't call me crazy no more. You can't say that I'm telling lies no more. You can't do it. Because every time I come on this table, randomly pluck, upstairs neighbor, next door neighbor, you being haunted. Y'all come out too much on my table, randomly plucking. Shallow Hal, you did this for money. There's too much. Too many coincidences. And it don't even matter what deck I use. The neighbors always come out. And the upstairs and next door neighbor been coming out a lot. Last month, downstairs neighbor was coming out a lot. Now, it's the next door and the upstairs neighbors that want to come out a lot now. Because they're the ones that's doing the most. They taking turns. What are they doing? Yo, when I tell you it's real quiet outside, it's quiet, baby. There's not a cat, there's not a dog or a bird chirping. They listening. That's what the fuck they doing. They listening. And I hope they hear me. And I hope everybody knows And whoever knows my fucking neighbor that lives next door to me, I hope they know that it's her. I want everybody to fucking know. Because next door neighbor keeps coming out. And I keep coming after the other next door neighbor. But it's this bitch right there. It's this one right here. The one that's hiding, cloaking herself. Don't want nobody to know that she's participating. Don't want nobody to know that she's the one that started this whole shit. She's the one that started this whole shit. Is my next door neighbor the one that is she? It's the karmic female person of authority. Is it the next door neighbor? This is saying yes. Is the next door neighbor to the right of me? Let's stop. Let's make this. I need you to do me a favor, please, Spirit. Thank you very much. I need you to pause before we answer the next question. Thank you. Is my next door neighbor, the mother figure that lives next door to me, is she the one that has been paying people? No, somebody else been paying people. Is the mother figure next door the one that started the bullshit in this area with me? Has been lying on my name? Yep. So the next door neighbor is the one that started the problems for me in the area that I live in now. This is swinging harder. This is saying yes. This is about to hit me in my fucking face. It's swinging so hard. It's swinging so hard. So my next door neighbor is the one that started problems for me in this area. Lying on my name, defaming my character, trying to get me evicted. Yep. This shit is swinging so hard, it's not even funny. Let's do this again so nobody can say she's swinging her hands. Is my next door neighbor the one who started the problems for me in my community that I live in currently? This is swinging yes. I want to make sure I keep my hands real steady so you can see it swinging. So nobody could say she's making it move. Nope, I'm not. I'm done. Where we at? We are almost half an hour with this. I'm done. They've been exposed. She's been exposed, and they're gonna keep getting exposed. Now I know that it was my next door neighbor that lives to the right side of me that started the problems in this area where I live. Now I know that is the next door neighbor that has been lying and trying to defame my character. Now I know it's the next door neighbor that has been messing with my devices. Now I know who it is. Now I know who the main person from this block, who is the troublemaker. The main troublemaker. And it's this bitch that lives next door to me and her son that wants to be in the music industry. I want to make sure I put all the details in it so that it resonates and is confirmation to all the readings that have been done. All the readings that talk about is the feminine energy and masculine energy. She's the feminine and masculine energy. She's gay. She's a lesbian, a dyke, a butch, whatever you want to call her. She's not a feminine lesbian. She's a manly lesbian. She's the man in the relationship with another female. So in the reading, she's going to come out as a masculine, not a feminine. That's why the readings are confused, that it's coming out of the masculine, but it's really a feminine energy that's doing it, because it's a gay female. My upstairs neighbors come out as karmic females because they're faggots. I don't know how else to call them. To me, they're faggots. I'm going to call them faggots. But they're homosexuals. They're masculine, gay men. She's a gay woman and they're gay men. She's coming up as a masculine in the energy and they coming up as feminine in the energy. The energies are switched in the tarot world. The masculine feminine is coming up as a masculine feminine is coming up as a masculine, and the feminine males are coming up as feminine. That's why this card says undivided masculine and feminine energy. Collective. I don't know if this is going to be an all-day thing of me exposing people in my energy, but it is what it is. I'm for it. I'm here for it. Let's expose these bitches because I love this shit. I love to expose them because it allows me to talk shit about them. And you know what? They live next door to me and they can't do shit about it but file complaints. And complaints that's not even being heard because the truth is being revealed. There's too much signs and synchronicities for it not to be. Just like the other day when I walked out my fucking door, these dumb bitches next to me was laughing before I went outside, and then when I walk out the door, they want to stop talking and then they want to start laughing again and talk about chicken, legs, and beef chunks. They were laughing at the discounts of chicken, of meat produce. That's how you know that they were talking shit about me. Because what's the joke about discounted meat? They so dumb, old hags. These are the old hags that come out. The old hags are both the mothers, both next door neighbors. The mothers, they're old hags. One look a fucking busted and disgusted. Let me shut up. They both stink. And they both stink. They both wear excessive perfume to cover their stinky ass. Both of them. I'm telling you, the both of them wear excessive amounts of perfume because they giving off a stinky stench on their body that they have to cover. That's why when they stand in front of my door, all you smell, the lingering, is perfume. Because they drench themselves in perfume because they stink. Strange smell, stinky smell. That's the mothers. That's them too. I'm telling you right now, people who know them, they're going to know that I'm telling the truth. I'm telling y'all getting exposed. I love it. Collective, I'm out of here. I'm done talking my shit. But if I'm coming back on here to talk more shit when I do tap into this energy, I guess I'm going to be talking more shit to whoever fucking get exposed. Whether it's my energy or collective energy, I'm here to fucking do it. Let's do this. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck you and your family. Fuck all of y'all. That's how I feel. Fuck you and yours. We're going to expose you and yours. Since you don't care about your family, I don't care about them either. They're your blood, not mine, right? Collective, I'm out of here because this shit is ridiculous at this point. This dumb bitch, this dumb bitch and her son. These dumb bitches next to me and their children. Basically, both dumb bitches and their sons. Both is both of them. It's both mother and child. Both of them. Both neighbors. The mother and their son. Both of them. It's so funny. Oh, goodness. literally heard in my head, thank you for exposing them. Somebody just thank me for exposing them. I don't know who you are. You probably live in my building. Whoever I'm picking up psychically, telepathically, whoever you are, I know you hear me. But if you are living around me and you hear me, you're welcome. I don't know what they did to you. And if they put any fear in you, then you no longer have to be scared. You can speak up now. Because they can't do shit to you. She can't do shit to you. He can't do shit to you. Can nobody do shit to you? None of these bum-ass bitches, these coward, pussy-ass bitches can do nothing. They can't do shit. So whoever you are that just thanked me, you're welcome. Now speak the fuck up and stand up for yourself now. It's time to stand up for yourself. She got no more power. None at all. These people ain't never have power. Ever. They were just using fear and blackmail over you. The only person that you got to be afraid of is God. Not no human being. Not no person of flesh and blood like you. Why are you going to be scared of somebody that's of flesh and blood like you? That could die just like you. That bleeds just like you. That were created just like you. Why would you be afraid of somebody that's just as equal as you? They might not look at you as equal, but y'all the same. We are all one. We are all the same. They hurt you, they hurt themselves. Everything is energy. We are all connected. So they just fuck themselves up. Instead of being in a proper connection, now they're in a toxic connection, disconnected, all by themselves. They can't do shit. None of these fucking people can do shit. So stop being fucking scared of people like this. 4444, protection. Knocking at your door always, collective. I'm out. Stay prayed up, stay protected, and keep your peace.